city, and you're supposed to do all these things and learn about the city, and you really end up feeling stupid when you just sleep all day. And it's a horrible thing, but it happens a lot. And usually what we do on the road is just kind of build up a lot of distractions until it's time to play. And if that entails going out and looking at the city and seeing something or doing something like that, it's great. But usually it's things like I don't know, going to pawn shops, or calling up like livestock agencies and getting a chicken and chopping its head off.
Sound maniacal. Okay. How would you describe your fans? These are really questions.
I don't really know. I think it's been a real while since we've played a show where people have kind of come to see us. I mean, it's really hard to know when that ever happens, but I mean, like a headlining show, you kind of know that people are kind of coming to see you, and we haven't really done one of those in a while. Except in Brazil. We went to Brazil, and that was crazy. That wasn't even like, you know, real life or anything, because our song was really popular, and we played big places, and it was total Spinal Tap. It was really, really weird.
Speaking of, Spinal Tap is putting out an album in the 90s.
Mm.
Anyway, what do you think of like photo op or autograph seekers? How do you deal with them?
Photo op? What's that?
Like, they just
Just people to take pictures?
Yeah, like they want to get their picture taken with the star.
Well, you can't say it's really bad or good. I mean, it's kind of funny. I've done it, and it's kind of, you can't really rack your brain on why they're doing it, or it'll drive you crazy. But it's kind of one of those things that, I mean, it doesn't happen very often, and it always seems to happen at the wrong time. I'm not saying that. You know what? Can I go to the bathroom?
Let me just
Sorry.
clear that mic real quick.
Oh, whoops. You guys don't work for MTV?
We're freelance.
Okay. Mike, what was either the most interesting or weirdest request that a fan ever asked of you? Either in a letter or in person?
Request. Well... Oh, this is really bad, man. Oh, Jesus.
You don't have to censor it. Okay.
No, there's this girl that I'm really afraid of, and I don't know if I should talk about her, because if she sees this, she might think that I, like...
Then don't, because I don't want it to be used anymore.
It might be good, though. She's so weird. She's so weird.
Well, what does she do?
Fuck it, man. I'll do it. Might make things interesting.
Okay.
I can even tell her... No, I can't tell her name.
No.
Jesus. There might be some... No. It's just that this girl's really... Yeah. I've gotten some weird things in the mail. God, no, I can't do this. It'll be so bad. You don't want her fucking number, man. She'll murder you.
We should have done you in our
Do you want me
48-hour
to-
show.
Do you want me to black out everything? I mean,
Eh?
if somebody uses that, do you want me to just erase it right now?
Oh, I don't...
You don't care?
I mean, someone might say that?
Just take that little piece of you. Well, there's this girl who's really weird. But we can erase it if you want.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think if I should say it or not, because... It might be really great, but she might, like, think, wow.
Have you met her? Or is it
No. That's why. She might go, oh, God, he talked about me on TV! She just gives me all this stuff. I could be really cruel right now, but I'm not going to be. She just sends all this stuff and, like, claims that she's traveling spiritually and...
So,
I'll tell a story about another girl.
okay.
There was a show that we played here in San Francisco, and this girl was hanging out outside. She didn't have a pass, so I don't know how she got in. And somehow she knew my name, and she said, "Can you get me in?" And I said, "Well, you're in. What do you want?" And she just said, "Well, I have something to show you." And I go, "Okay." So she takes out these pictures, and these pictures, they're all clouds. There's like 30 pictures, and they're all clouds. And she started showing them to me, and I go, "Well, wow, those are pretty nice clouds. Where'd you take these pictures?" And she goes, "All outside my house. I really like clouds." She's kind of this like death rock kind of girl or something. And she showed me the pictures, and I just, being nice, and I looked at them all, and I said, "Okay, great, and I'll talk to you later." And I saw her later, of course. I come back out. Somehow she was on our bus, and no one else was on our bus. And I'm like, "How did you get in here, man? I just walked on." She just had this blank look in her face. So I got her off the bus, and she was just like kind of wandering around still. And she goes, "Mike, wait. I have something to give you." And she held her hand out like this. And I held my hand out, and I go, "Okay, what it is?" And she just goes like this. And there's nothing in her hand. And she goes, I go, "What is it?" And she goes, "It's an elf." So I said, "Oh, thanks." And I kind of told my manager, like, "There's this girl, man, watch out. I don't know what she's doing. She's got a pass. Someone, like, let her in." So she's in, and totally harmless, but still, like, those are kind of harmless people are about the scariest people. And before we were about to go on, I see my manager escorting her out of the building. And so I went on. We played. I came back off, talked to my manager, and I said, "What was that deal, man? You were like taking her out, man. That was you didn't have to do that." And he goes, "I found her sitting on the drum riser in front of the entire crowd, waiting for you." That's a dumb story. That's like the climax. Big deal. Don't use that.
Okay. Have you ever been a fan of someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you do? Like, did you collect things?
Yeah, I still do. I'm a big Robert Tilton fan. I collect all sorts of merchandise, kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be a fan. It's really fun.
This stuff is about lyrics. Have you ever had any trouble figuring out lyrics of someone else's song?
Yeah.
It's really funny. Tell me about that.
Yeah, but I've now that a lot of people ask me what my lyrics are, I realized it's just better not to know. It's really like bad to ask. It just is. Because to kind of have anyone kind of explain their work is kind of not really insulting, but it's kind of weird. It kind of should just be, It's kind of defeats the purpose of creating something if you have to explain it to somebody. But back to obsessive fans. I'm all for obsessive fans. I am one. I think they're great. And if there are any obsessed fans out there, I'd like to give you my home address. I'd like to zoom in on this. It's in care of my friend Robert Tilton. See that? And that's 1340 Mission Street, San Francisco, California, 94103. And, you don't have to send anything, but if there are any of you, like, in mental hospitals or... Let me see, where else have I've had some, like, really distressed letters. Like, this one girl wrote me, like, saying, "I hate my parents.